It's never been this long. I just know something's happened. Uncle Roland would never leave me to worry like this. Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got yourself into? I'm forever in your debt for what you've done. We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds. Ugh, it's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right. It must be difficult beginning at a new school in your 5th year. I don't envy you, missing time at Hogwarts. My Uncle Roland wanted to keep me home this year, but I honestly don't think I could have borne it. Hello. Looking for me? Hello, I'm Adelaide. Adelaide Oakes. I don't think I've formally introduced myself yet. We'd be lost without you. Till next time. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange. Very well, thanks to you. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. I'd love to have pet beasts at home, but with my uncle travelling all the time, there'd be no one to look after them. Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him. You duelled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done. And apparently there's a radical new leader in their midst who's making threats against wizards. You see, he works with goblins, trading metals and the like. Oh, he's just being silly, Uncle Roland. He worries about me. Oh no, he really isn't. He's a wonderful man, actually. He just worries about me. Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, you too. Thank you. Oh, hello there. Professor Shah! You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you. I haven't received an owl from him in ages. Perhaps I should send him an owl of my own to see if he's all right. Oh dear. And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure. What's this? Yes, I'm Adelaide Oakes. Oh dear. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumours. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon? You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Oh dear, it must have been bad. I mean, of course it was. I know I would have been terrified. Sorry. Oh, yes, I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day. Of course, and good luck. That's dreadful. Well, I'm glad you made it here alive. Oh, yes, he travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about. Thank you for coming. I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard? Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this? Not sure what you can learn from these astronomy tables that you can't learn from a cup of tea leaves. I'm afraid not. I sent you that owl the moment Beast class ended. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. That's exactly what Professor Weasley said when she forbade me from leaving the grounds to look for him. Nice to see you. Haven't seen you around the common room lately. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe. Still nothing, I'm afraid. I'd be grateful for any help you could provide. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. As I mentioned, he'd planned to set up camp north of here. Oh, hello. He wasn't sure what they meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. Uncle Roland sends his best. He often asks after you and his owls. Oh, that's fine. You're in your night clothes. I'll be on my way. I hope wherever Fig is now that he's at least with his wife. Must be nice to not have anything to fret about. I would swear my eyes are lying to me. I shall be worrying about my uncle now. What if there are some of Ranrock's loyalists left? The thing is, my poor uncle could run upon these trolls when he's on his travels. Some people simply can't be satisfied with a broom. Oh goodness, you need to practice a bit more, I think. I bet my uncle wouldn't mind learning how to do that. Oh no, you shouldn't be using those spells, I'm sure of it. Oh, perhaps I wasn't looking where I was going. Who would have thought someone as young as me could save my uncle's life? Oh goodness. Perhaps I'll pretend I didn't see that.